Alright, so a few things before we get into today's video. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've changed Rubes up a bit here, and that is because they have completely neutered the use of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. And why it's been completely neutered, you may ask, is because, well, they nerfed the ever-living hell out of meditation. Like, initially, you could stack it twice for a minute, and then they changed it to where you could only use it once for 30 seconds, and they changed it even further, so it takes a second longer to go off, and it only lasts 20 seconds. And what also lasts 20 seconds is Divinity Unleashed. And I don't like that personally, because you're constantly having to either meditate after a knockback, or you're constantly having to charge up after a knockback. So either way, you have to play far more methodical if you want to use the Blue Evolution at all. And it's dumb, in my opinion. And you could use base blue, but the thing with that is you're only really going to completely negate the ki draining if you're using base blue with Fuse Super Soul, and even then you have to stay at like 75% health or higher to keep that going. And then also with Time for a Little Nap, yeah, you can use that with base blue, but it still drains ever so slowly, like really, really slowly, but it still drains. But anyway, there are a lot of questionable things they did with this update, like the batch of figures. A lot of them I think are really awesome looking, but as far as like stats and skills, the majority of them are useless, with the exception of maybe the new UR Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, and very, very situational, the Supreme Kai of Time, that completely neuters Vados, Whis, Champa, and Beerus on both player sides. So yeah, not happy about that. Oh, and get this too, the additional mentors we were supposed to be getting, they are not letting us get them like I thought we'd be getting them like right away after the update came out. I thought it would just be handled, you know, like that, but nope. There's mentor keys, and you have to do stupid raids, and they are a 30% chance to drop. And you would have to get lucky 10 times while raid's going on, and that's in 5-minute intervals, assuming you're not doing it from the very beginning, when it's a lot quicker when they start out at like really low HP. But anyway, I don't like how they handled some of the mascots either. Like some of the CC mascots, it's like the really good looking colors, I suppose, if you wanted to call them that. For example, the blue, you know, fat Gogeta, you can only get that through the through raiding, it seems. And there's a 10% chance for a drop on like one of each variant in the raids. So a lot of dumb decisions I think they made. The execution was piss poor, and the event that's going on, it's just a glorified bunch of parallel quests. And it just because it's got a couple cutscenes and one in-game cutscene with well, I really should say in-fight cutscene with Supreme Kai of Time walking and tilting her head. It doesn't make up for it, and neither does she. Granted, she's adorable, and some of her moves are really cool, but in terms of like overall use, I can only see a few of them being like really, really good in PvP, and that's about it. But I don't touch that. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough about that. Let's get into why we're here, and that's to see whether or not we can actually defeat Curin. And by that, I mean actually take her out, or take her team out. And don't worry, I will put a timestamp in the description, because that went on for way too long. And I've already gone ahead and completed all of the new Canton City battles with the Time Patrollers, with Violet, and I did all the new free battles with her, so I got that left to do on Rose, Mochi, and Rez pretty much. just really not happy with how they handled the nerf of meditation. So I've reverted back to just using Potential Unleashed now on both Rubes and Muya. So unfortunately, yeah, no more Blue Evolution for me. I'm not gonna bother with it. I don't see any reason why they needed to nerf it so hard, and I'm not the only one who's like seriously upset about this. Like, a lot of people who've grown so accustomed to it and have gotten so used to it, it just got ripped away. So now a lot of people are going to have to make the choice. Do they put up with it? Do they go back to base blue? Do they deal with some of the drawbacks to any of the Super Saiyan forms, or do they just say screw it and do Potential Unleashed? I'm doing the latter, because Potential Unleashed, it even gives you like a little speed boost, so I'm good with that personally. Just a really upsetting update in general, really. And don't worry, I'm not going to play this exactly how I did last time. What I should have done, really, was do this for like 2-3 turns, put out Focus Flash Vegeta, and let him start wrecking everybody. And if this doesn't work out, I do have one other idea in mind, and that is whether or not I'm going to try out the Toa strategy, because I think that might do it. I'd have to go and look at all their stats really quick, and I'm legitimately curious to see what a bunch of their opposing skills are, because I was really not satisfied with how that fight turned out against these guys. Their stats were like ridiculous, and the damage mitigation was really freaking high. So of course they got Whis, and I mean she has Whis and Vados, so you know, it makes sense. But still, that is a crap ton of damage mitigation. So really quick, let's take a look at them. So we got, let's see, attack down, damage, all opponents on the field when you are attacked. Okay, that might explain it a bit. That's happening each turn, so that's not good. Let's see. Yep, he's got that as well. What about Broly here? He's set up as an 01 figure. Okay, so with the exception of Broly here, they all have attack damage down repeatable. That would explain why I was doing so little damage towards the end of that last vid. But anyway, this might not be the wisest decision, but I mean, other than Broly, she doesn't really have a whole lot of damage behind her team. Just like a lot of damage mitigation, a lot of defense. And I did have a couple of other ideas in mind if the Toa, the strategy doesn't really work out either. What I thought about doing was going for characters like UI Goku. I might even, you know, take out Vados, because really, I'm pretty much good in this free battle. The only real scary thing, I think anyway, is Broly. And luckily I'm getting a bunch of counterattacks. I don't think I was getting very many at all last time. Might have something to do with it. And give me a sec here, because I'm gonna minimize that. That is getting really distracting. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. So we're gonna run this again and hopefully take out one of the Gokus that she's got, because that's a big problem if she's going to keep piling on defense. I think it will be possible with this deck. I ran like the same setup way too many times. I was not paying attention to the character skills she got equipped to them, etc. Then again, Vegeta's getting nerfed pretty hard as the game goes on. So we will have to see how this plays out. And I really could have used the counterattack there. That would have killed him. But unfortunately, not so lucky. I don't recall either. I might have done a really stupid move and gotten Trunks killed. Actually, no, I did have him alive. Yeah, I did have him alive, because if I recall, I said I was going to ult him, like, as it was on turn 9, and then, no, the game was pretty much over at that point. And thankfully, I have an ult ready, so let's see what we can do with it here. Hopefully I can get the Spirit Bomb, too. If I remember the first fight we had with her, she was able to use it on me. I was not too happy about that. Let's see how much this does. That should definitely at least kill all of the figures on the field. Okay, yeah. Jesus. Oh, a little bit glitchy there. And hopefully this should kill. I don't see why it wouldn't. And I also did make a backup save in case I, you know, end up screwing this up. Because granted, I could go here again with Resin Mochi, but I thought why not? Play it safe. I'd rather do it with Rubes anyway. I already did it with Violet. Oh crap, that didn't kill him? Seriously? We're gonna skip that. And unfortunately, there goes my L1 figure. Yeah, very, very tanky setup she has. It's ridiculous. Like, we're on turn 7 here and it's still not over. But hopefully, it's about to be. Let's see, where are his spots at again? Yeah, you know, we're safe either way. Let's put Vegeta over here. And Broly is by himself. Either way, I was going to be safe if Broly went in his other spot. But, I figured, you know, why not just put Vegeta over here. I don't need it to run a 3-lane setup. I was going to be safe either way. Still going to hit quite hard, though. Jesus, that actually would have taken me out. Scratch what I said. Maybe I should have run a 3-lane setup. I'll be amazed if Goku doesn't kill here. Thank you. Okay, so it is possible to kill her. It just takes way too fucking long. And I, of course, don't have that because I don't have any open figure slots. And that is another thing they seriously screwed up. We needed more figure slots. I don't know what their deal is with not giving us more. Anyway, I've ranted long enough about a lot of things that disappoint me about the update. I'm sure there are quite a few people out there who, you know, are saying and thinking the same things. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You know, just goodbye blue and goodbye royal blue. So I'm not going to use base blue either because the damage, the additional damage you take is just not worth it in my opinion. You just take way too much at that point. And then Super Saiyan 3 is really good if you're like more of a hybrid, or if you're like a balanced body type and you're primarily focusing on strikes and basics. Maybe put it in a blast move or two. It does have some good defense to it. I don't remember if you get any defense or not from Super Vegeta 2. I want to say no. And if you do, it's like pretty small. But other than that, the key gain you get from hitting is just not worth it either. And then they did the same thing with the golden form last update for the Frieza race. Yeah, really upset with some of the changes they made to the game. It's honestly had me debating for a little bit whether or not I'm gonna stop playing it, but I'm not gonna. At least not right now, anyway. If they do a few more really stupid changes, I'm probably gonna stop at that point and move on to other things, but anyway, I thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.